on to the next segments, which I had a conversation with Golda on the day we met reincarnations, and she spoke to me about this, and I was like, this is an amazing topic for the episode. So the segment is about building magnetic confidence.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, I think it's a perfect topic for the age group of 20 to 30. So let's hear what you've got to say about it. What's your definition of magnetic confidence, Golda?
Okay, before I kickstart, right? What does it mean to you first?
I'm an analyst, so I would simply just define the two words, right? Magnetic confidence. So confidence is the having the self-esteem, right? Like not caring what other people think because people have better things to do and they not everyone just cares, right? But then confidence is also about being able to talk to someone, maintaining eye contact, being able to speak to a crowd and connecting with the crowd. But then there's also magnetic confidence where it could involve one's crush or a girl you meet,
Oh.
for a boy or girl opposite, right? Yeah. So the you can have a crowd being attracted to you as an MC on the stage. That's also magnetic confidence. You can also be an attractive male or female that's attracting a potential partner, right? So I mean, hey, it's relevant at this point because I'm in my 20s, right? So I do think about such things. So but to me, the former is more important than the latter right now. I don't have the brain space to think about partners. So what I think about is the crowd instead.
So, okay, probably I can address both.
Yeah, please, because I have plenty of friends who would be interested in the latter.
Okay. So, it is to, okay, so magnetic confidence. Magnetic, you just know, right? So, the opposite attracts. Simple. But
Yes,
we are not having a
physics
theory
guys,
class. We are
physics.
not going to do like a theory class, and I'm not going to issue you a worksheet to write, okay, what is the equation to define that bit. Of course, you want to go into the practical world where we need to develop this. And of course, the most important thing is to love yourself first. Okay, so magnetic confidence can be a point, okay, in the event, right? Every time there's always individual who will be attracted to talk to somebody, right? I put myself in the shoe where I need to host events, I need to organize, and I'm pretty much the influencing factor for every event. So people have no choice but to speak with me, right? I don't say they have no choice, but I also want to make them feel good when they talk to me, which means I better look good, I better groom myself so they feel good when they talk to me. And you also need to ensure you talk professionally. Of course, we're talking about professional front, all right? So on this note, you have the grooming part. Simple. Our day-to-day life, we do our best to look good, feel good. It's just like what you said earlier. We do the meditation, we go for the run, we do the reading because we are feeding ourselves in terms of our brain, our soul, our mind, our physique,
Yeah,
whatnot, right?
we are doing natural nourishment.
Yes, natural nourishment
Yeah.
on this note. Okay, I usually put in a very layman way, so it is more relatable. Okay, so for being magnetic itself, you can easily attract what you want if you don't put up resistance.
Mm.
Okay, what does it mean? Resistance means, okay, right now, okay, example, I want this job or want this career path to set forth for me, but I know I'm not qualified when I see the requirement doesn't tally. This is a resistance already, okay, because you are blocking yourself. You say, oh dear, I better do this, better do that. Okay, right now I want you to switch. Relax. So you're relaxed, calm, have a good time. Oh, it'll be fun if I just like apply for fun.
That's one way
One way to
one
look
way.
at it. Okay,
Yeah,
I
one
just
way.
don't care about the requirement. You never know, end of the day, the firm who's behind the scene is in need of people. They just put up whatever requirements they want, they just put up everything. But the most important thing is to have a face-to-face chat with you, and that's
I think the phrase that people will understand is there's no harm in trying.
yes, no harm in trying, right? You just need to feel relaxed, have a good time, and the lighter it is, the easier you attract it. Okay, magnetic confidence comes from why I want to put this in this way. It is to build more, because it's to develop something in yourself, like an inner knowing. You have an inner knowing about yourself. So when you have that inner knowing on a day-to-day life, things will pan out for you.
I think I want to say it this way. It's basically the same thing, just rephrased. It's how to stop seeking validation and become internally anchored.
Ah, this is beautiful, right?
Yeah.
Because if you okay, like just now when you say all these, I like to scroll. Oh, social media. This is a model. Oh, this is a manhunt. This is a pageant. Wow, they look fabulous. Look at me. Then you like tower moment. You're having a tower moment. So now I tell you, if you were to look into the mirror every day, and there's no one out there to validate you, can you validate yourself?
Of course
Can
you
you do
can.
yourself a favor to tell yourself, I love you in the
You're the
mirror?
only one who can.
Yeah, because nobody will say that to you except for yourself. Even your mom or dad, right? They won't tell you every day, right?
Yep, yep.
Or even your best friend or whoever, they'll just say, hey, bro, blah, blah, blah. They don't tell, hey, you handsome, then you think that he's gay. No, right? You won't say this, right? Then you just have to do it for yourself. Is it? Okay, so what I do almost every day, right? It is look at myself in the mirror to say, I love you. I really, really love you. You're the most beautiful woman I see. And life love you, the universe love you, everything will be good for you today. So it feels like love, it feels like,
You
you know,
probably say that to yourself while you're brushing your teeth, right?
something like that.
Ah.
No, even if you brush, okay, when you're brushing your teeth, you cannot do that, right? You look like awkward. Lah. So you do it before or after, right? You have to say this because you will eventually mold how you look as well. You will more set that into a vibe, right? And when you have a standard for yourself, everything will set in place. You tell yourself, okay, today, right now, before I go for the podcast, I better look good in front of the camera with Amil, right? So many eyes looking at me. This is now or never, and it's forever because it's on the internet, so it's going to be forever. So I better look like TikTok example. I'm giving you a very real example. Okay, when you stop seeking validation outside, you just need to validate yourself, like what you say, right? You feel assured, you feel love, and you feel good, and you are real. People can feel you are genuine, so they are more inclined to talk to you.
That's a very good point. Actually, during one of my previous episodes, one of the people I interviewed was a past president of the Toastmasters Club of Singapore. Right? He
Mm.
also told me during the episode about this. You need to know who you need to know yourself. You need to hold yourself to high standards, and you need to know what you can and cannot do, so that reassures people when you talk to them, right? Then people will know what to say to you, because when you know yourself and you're confident about yourself, then people will automatically become more confident in you also.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you are right. So you have a safety net, or you build a trust,
yeah,
and when there's an emotional awareness on this note, people actually trust you, and they feel you are genuine. You
yes,
there's no need to make an impression because you already know yourself, and there's no need for me to be fake. Humans are like emotion animals. We don't say animals, like we are emotional physical body. We have a lot of emotion and physical body. We can detect, you see. I can detect whether you are genuine or not. I can detect. So I have this very strong sensitivity. Immediately I know when I look into the person's eyes, I'll see whether this person is genuine or not, whether this person is interested in me as a prospect for work or as a date, I don't know, right?
Emotional X-ray vision.
Yeah, no, it's the vibe. The person just send you the vibe, right?
Uh,
Like magnetic confidence. Career wise, easily when you're more in touch in your emotion, like for let's say I do this love affirmation, right? And I display it. I say this to myself, nurture myself, and at the end of the day, I feel good. Somehow or rather, right? I will be more in touch with my emotion. And you are emotional, but you don't show it to other people. Oh, I'm emotional. No. But when you're in touch with your emotion, you can get it. You are magnetic because people just feel you are loved by itself. When you are loved, like you're sending love outside. Like I've love for you, love for my friends. Before I go on to anything, I just say I'm going to send a lot of love to people who watch this video, right? Or when I head out to walk, I'm going to send love in people who's in front of me, to the cars, to the because I need to be thankful for all the surrounding things that comes to me on a daily. Everything in our life is an invention. Okay, it doesn't we take for granted sometimes. It's not sometimes every time, right? So when you are when you're full of gratitude, appreciation, you are sending out love to the world. When you say out,
radiating
yeah,
inner love, radiating
yeah,
peace, inner
peace,
peace,
yes,
radiating confidence, and practicing gratitude,
yes.
basically.
So you practice this. Eventually, when you exude this, you will kind of have more love for yourself. Then you will know how to take care of yourself. You know, you need to say it first, write it down somewhere. More focus on the love thing you want to say, you want to do. Career wise, for let's say, touch wood, if you don't like this job, what would you say? Oh, now my girlfriend left me, my dog bites me, and I hate my job, right? I dislike my friends, right? And maybe my friend sucks, for example. There's nothing you can do, right? This is the worst emotion you could get, example. So, what is the turning point? It is to give blessings to all these things that you don't like. Write it on a piece of paper to say, oh, simple things, right? Bless where I am right now for my next step onwards, right? Bless the leaf, bless
Actually,
whatever.
this reminds me, right? This is one practical exercise that the listeners can do
Mm,
for like what they don't like, right? It's something I am reminded of from one of these YouTube reels I watch all the time, right? This guy says on YouTube that the moment you write down your problems or what you like, don't like, or your plans for the day or whatever, right? You've solved half of it.
yeah,
You know,
yes.
it's really mind blowing how it works when you actually
Mm,
do it, right? Like, say I had a shitty day.
mm,
I had a really shitty. Someone spilled some drink on me, or some idiot horns at me, or the train is too slow today, or lunch is not so nice, or something or another, right? But it all accumulates one by one into like 10 different things that went wrong today. I just come back home. I write down everything that went wrong, but then I do something better. You know,
mm,
we write down everything that went well too.
yeah.
We write down everything that went well too, and we also write down everything that could have gone better if we made a different decision. That's also the self-reflection part, right? Then
Mm.
it solves half the problems. Then you go to sleep with a peaceful mind. You pray, I pray, and then I go to sleep to have a peaceful mind and peaceful dream. And in the morning, you'll wake up as a fresh person, and things will probably go a lot better.
You're absolutely right. On that note, for let's say, I also want to go back to the question,
Yeah.
right? Magnetic confidence, not only because I don't want to stray too much from the question also.
Mm.
So just now what you are sharing is about the tips and tricks we can do. But even before we get into a place where we want to have a call, we want to have a chat with somebody, we want to get into a place before we go there, right? There's a need to affirm that you're going to have a fantastic experience before you actually go there. So you're anchoring the positive emotions toward,
Self-affirmation.
yeah, you're affirming that, and you will highly lift yourself in high spirits, right? you set the good vibe for the rest of the evening, for the rest of the day, for the rest of the event, or the end of the call. Throughout the call, you can set a good tone due to the fact that you have allowed yourself to receive the good stuff. Magnetic confidence is about you wanting good things to happen. You thinking is going to be safe. You believing always good will prevail. You know, all the good things will happen. So magnetic confidence is about you having discipline to think in the positive manner. Does it make sense?
Yes,
Right?
yes.
So it is.
I'm literally the most positive person in my family, so I definitely do that all the time.
And now you
I'm the
have,
only one who
yeah.
gets it. Well, in my family, yeah.
And it's a good thing for you. You know, it's a good thing for you. It's a good thing for anyone who has interviewed with you, be with you, and be part of your Sonara Global or Think About It podcast. Right? People are
I
happy.
wanna. I mean, thanks for the compliment. I really appreciate it, and
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's safe to say that if Golda can see it, then it's working because that is what I want people to see, lah. So yeah, I wanted to say something regarding this positive thinking, right? Self
Mm,
affirmation. It's
mm,
something that
mm,
I got from a Bruce Lee quote, but I will rephrase it. Concentrating on positive words can
mm,
actually, it's a key factor in building resilience, and the brain's response to negative thoughts reduces, right? So
mm.
it's a bit, there's a bit of psychology there, but I won't go into that. But like the positive thinking is just that important. It's
Of
just
course.
so important. It's more important than scrolling your phone in the morning.
Mm, yeah, because you're setting
The
a tone.
Yeah, the phone can
Yeah.
wait.
I thought you were going to say something. You know, Bruce Lee, there's this, I think it's a quote or something that he used to say, be like water,
Yeah, that's the one I
right?
was thinking of as well. We are thinking
Yeah,
of the same quote.
yeah. So for the be like water, it has the underlying notion where you trust the flow of the events flowing in a positive manner,
Mm.
right? It's just like an inspired thought. You like to be in the nature, you like to walk on the grass. So while you're doing that, a lot of ideas just flow to you. It's just like a floodgate of abundance, you know. The moment you open that, like, you know, open the zoo gate, all the animals just like run out of the gate. So you're having that moment, right? So it is just the water moment. It just flows. Then
Go with the flow of the water.
flow. Then that is the part where you need to take action. So when action is taken place, you need to trust. You need to remove your ego because there'll be certain times our ego is in the way of the action.
Yeah, true.
And it is having a moment to tell yourself, what's the worst thing that can happen, right? So when you think that, then you just trust that it's okay, no problem. You just become a problem solver
Mm.
on this note, right?
By
Because you have aligned
by
your.
by I think the clear way to say it is by asking ourselves the right questions, we solve half of our issues.
Yeah. So sometimes it's just like okay, first thing, you cannot create uh, any experience in another person's life. For let's say that this is something that I like to share because you being magnetic has nothing to do with anybody.
Mm.
It's just whether right now I'm sharing something a bit different, which is you having magnetic confidence doesn't mean that it has to be and on the effect on that person. The person might not. For let's say you want this particular job. For let's say,
Mm.
so this job may looks appealing to you. Doesn't mean your magnetic confidence is strong enough to like attract this. You know what I'm saying? So I want to take this misconception off because you never know what this person or this company wants unless you specifically know somebody else, you have inside information, perhaps you can work something out. But if you don't know, right now you are given this opportunity to tune to who you're supposed to be, embrace the changes, set in the positive thinking, relax, go out in the nature, think about things, excuse me, then you need to trust that there are abundance of this kind of firm out there. One, okay, I'm a big fan of the universe, right? So I will use that as an example, okay? If any of you feel offended, you just remember it could be any of your own religion, all right? So I'm a big fan of universe, which means to say universe will give you what you are vibrating right now. If half the time you are vibrating negative energy, you are not having faith to the universe, all this opportunity will close by itself, like closed door, piak, 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 right? But if you believe, you just need to chill, right? If it's not this, it will be that. If it's not this, it'll be that. They just give you choices because you are selective sifter also. Somehow you will sift, you will filter out, okay, so okay, this job looks interesting. But the moment something pops up that you don't like, you say, this one, it may not be my liking. Then somehow this thing will go away. Very soon there's another one that fits you. But that will be for you to select whether you want to go along. If there's certain resistance, right, it will repel this and it goes, a new one comes along. So it is not about whether a magnetic confidence has to do with you not getting a job. Because sometimes we are selective sifter, we will prevent, we have resistance, right? And this resistance is to protect yourself. Or you're having having a hard time trusting your path. Or maybe this doesn't resonate with you. And you cannot create experience for another, which means to say, well, let's say, we just talk about the dating scene, okay? Example, more interesting ma, right? I'm Singaporean, you know my slang, okay ma. Okay, so for let's say there's this lady, right? Oh, I'm so into her. I assume that you like women, okay? So I'm so into her right now in this world.
I'm
There's a like,
if,
yeah,
if
yeah, yeah.
if there is a need for clarification, I'm
Okay,
straight.
then you can let me know.
I'm straight.
So example, right? There's this woman that you like, so perhaps you like to date her. Example, then you will question yourself, okay, am I good enough? Am I out of her league? Okay, do I look good? Okay, what should I say to her? Right? Okay, she looks cute, but does she understand me? You question a bunch of things even before you walk towards her. By the time you think about it, you think about it, you have an action, this thing go already, you know. So the woman could have be out of the vicinity because you take too much time to think. You are filtering. So when you're having resistance, it will just go because it could filter somebody not so good looking, so easier for you to approach. So somebody more comfortable for you to approach. Or somebody that you know through a mutual contact that's more comfortable for you to approach. Does it make sense now?
Yeah.
Yes. So now if you feel so good, so confident of yourself, without grooming, without so confident, right? You're a natural charmer, natural seductor. You never know who am I talking with right now, right? So I'm just sharing an example. That guy may not have any problem to just, hey, hi, how are you today? To just walk up to a beautiful woman, to just have a good chat. Because there's no expectation, there's no resistance. When there's expectation on the outcome, there will be resistance, right? So it's the same. When you relax and trust you are so good about you, you just want to have a good time, there will be no resistance.
Actually,